and lived with her family, mom, dad, and 3 siblings. She preferred mathematics and science at school because she was able to argue with her teachers the way they graded her quizzes. In high school math, that's too loud, so let's lower it down. In high school math, there's usually only one answer to the question. But when it came to literature and composition, she was never able to argue about the bulk of writing that could be interpreted in different ways despite perfect orthography and distinguished vocabulary. So she decided to have the control and pursue an education in applied science. Yet she devoted her free time to writing of stories and drawing, and she had a special connection to novels, her diary, and pen and paper. Because science is an international language, the girl left Tunisia to attend an engineering program in Germany. She was focused on finishing well and finishing quickly. She even finished with flying colors and got admitted to graduate engineering program at one of the top schools in the United States. Yet, she forgot one important thing. She was overwhelmed that she forgot about her passion. It took her a while to figure this out because, again, she was very focused on finishing, on delivering, and on making people and institutions happy, but not her own self. But with time, she was discovering that she was out of place, even though she was not failing, that the kind of science she was doing was not connected to her own personality. And days passed by, and one day, this girl met a guy, fell in love, got married, became pregnant, and 9 months later, she gave birth to a lovely boy. The girl became a mother. Her life enriched with a greater cause, which is ensuring a good life and opportunities for her son and the generations to come. The girl moved with her new family back to Germany, and it was a needed opportunity for her to reflect. With the distance to what she was doing, she gained courage. She gained courage to quit and try out new things until she finds out what she, as an engineer, is really passionate about. It took her some failing choices, rebels, humiliations, falling and getting up until she got it. She woke up one morning and took a piece of paper to the lab. That same piece of paper that she seeks refuge in when it comes to expressing her thoughts, doodling her ideas, and holding on to special memories. She tried out crazy things, and to her surprise and the surprise of experts, they worked out. She was able to turn a simple sheet of paper to a smart platform, a technology that will help the world, because it's made from something cheap and abundant. She never felt this fulfilled and convergent. The girl started to become active. She discovered that there are people, yet not many of them, in the world who believed in the material paper. There were people in America who made a microscope on paper so they could help people in developing countries have access to lab diagnostics. There was another guy in Japan who made temporary constructions out of paper. There was a lady in England who was making electronics on paper that you can connect to the internet. It revolutionized the perspective of many people to the material paper. And then there was the remaining majority. Those who want to go paperless, because they believe that paper is not part of the future. That paper is a disconnected, slow medium, and a vulnerable material. People who want to go pure electronic, who are abolishing paper from life and from education that took them all the way to abolishing teaching of handwriting to children. A great loss to the humankind and a narrow-minded view to the material paper, she thought. So she started contemplating. Paper is not vulnerable. How about those soldier armors made of paper in the Tang dynasty? And how about that recently opened restaurant in China, mostly made out of paper? The walls, the chairs, and also the cooking pans. Even in rock, paper, scissors, paper beats rock. And gosh, how many paper cuts she had in her entire life. To her, paper should be definitely a first-class citizen in engineering materials. Paper is not obsolete. Great minds out there are making cool things out of paper. Paper robots, diagnostic tools, paper electronics. To her, paper is modern and will last more than we can imagine. Paper is not boring. Paper is not just paperwork. Paper is music. Paper is art. Paper is poetry. To her, paper is fun. Paper is not just one-time use. Paper is the greatest moments of life. The graduation diploma, the wedding certificate, the birth certificate. To her, paper is timeless. Since then, the girl became devoted to establishing a reunion between engineers and paper by researching ways how to make technology become part of paper, and by making engineering students aware of the possibilities with paper to engage them in reinventing paper. And then she lived happily ever after. The end.